Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year. And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early. And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to throw. Adams got his man complete over the middle. It's Manning. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Here's Adams on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Adams now throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Adams. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Adams. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Complete to number 30.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Cowboys 3, Bengals nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Lawrence throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to number 83.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now a handoff looking right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Second and short now following the fumble. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got... He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
56.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Complete to number 34. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
$17-0 our score after one.
The score, Cowboys 17. Bengals nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's good.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs, but it's a bigger offensive lineman, you often get this result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And it's 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Palmer. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Adams. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Adams to throw. To throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Wagner.
Adams.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. From the gun, Adams. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Lawrence is
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
Lawrence's pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now Adams looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. the clock, second quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Bengals set to take over.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on third and long. Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
What was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 31-28, the final score. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. A 23-point win, 33-10, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Off play action, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Number 10. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
To number 80.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
On first down, Palmer. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
To number 81. A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
86.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
82.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Bengals getting set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play.
Because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Lawrence, that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Palmer, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Manning. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he goes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
34. Bengals 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, Lawrence. And he'll find Hall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The quarterback is sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tackles at the 46-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.